Hey Dragonflies, time for another lesson with Mr. Madsen. Today we're going to talk about some lessons that I call second step lessons. And we're going to focus on our feelings and what we can do about our feelings when they're uncomfortable. Let's get started. So first, I'm going to just show you some pictures that you're probably familiar with. This first one, how do you think she's feeling? If you guessed happy, you're correct. She's smiling and she's looking up. She's happy about something. How about this guy? Yeah, if you guessed sad, you are correct. He's got a frown and he's looking down. He's sad. This one might look familiar. Yeah, he's angry. Look at his hands. He's made fists. Look at his face. He's got a grumpy face. It looks like he's either at a playground or a park or his backyard, and something has happened that has made him extremely angry. This is Andy. There's a clue on the window as to what's going on for him. If you remember, he's afraid. He's afraid of the storm that's coming up, the thunder and the lightning. And I don't know what is in that box. It's pretty small, but she is surprised that she got whatever gift is in that box. And this last one might be kind of hard to see, but maybe you remember. She was walking in the playground and she stepped on somebody's gum that they spit out. And she's disgusted. Yeah, the feeling is disgust. Not only that, she's pulling it out with her fingers in her shoe. It's like, ooh, it's really bad. I'm wondering, though, if you've ever thought about our feelings are kind of like the weather. It can be sunny, and we feel happy, and most people feel happy when it's sunny. Or if it's cloudy, that we might think, oh, it's sad. Angry could be lightning or a storm. Scared could be dark clouds and maybe a storm is about to happen. Worried. Now this is a picture of snow. So adults, maybe when the snow happens, they might get worried that they'll be able to drive wherever they need to go, or worried that you might come home from school safely. But kids, when they see snow, are they worried? I don't think so. I think they're usually pretty happy. Okay, so maybe that picture doesn't fit. Embarrassed. Embarrassment is one of those feelings that none of us likes. It makes you feel like you're about this big. It's when someone laughs at you or makes fun of you. You just want to blow away, like the wind could just blow you away and make you not feel that feeling. Shocked is kind of a mixture of a bunch of things. It might be a surprise storm, like, you're shocked that happened. And the last one, confused. This one kind of fits because when you're confused, you don't know what's going to happen. It's kind of like a whirlwind or a tornado or a hurricane. Here's a video I want you to watch about feelings and how they can be like the weather. Let's watch.
Today we're going to learn about emotions, feelings, and moods. We're going to learn where they come from, what they look like, and what to do when you have them. Have any of you ever had a feeling?
Mad, sad, happy.
Wow, you guys already know a lot of feelings. Are there any others?
Frustrated, bored, excited, anxious, tired, proud.
You can have different feelings throughout the day because they change, just like the weather changes. It can be sunny in the morning, windy in the afternoon, and rainy at night.
Will I always notice that I'm feeling something?
No, Jack, sometimes we don't even notice our feelings.
Like it's a sunny day and you don't even notice the weather.
So, this is what we already know. We all have feelings, all the time, even when we don't know we're having feelings. Feelings are part of us just like the weather's part of the world. And they can change, just like the weather changes. Okay, big question. Is it okay to have feelings?
Maybe.
Is it okay to be a sunny day?
Yes.
Well, of course it is. And if feelings for us are like the weather for the world, is it okay to have feelings?
Yes.
Is it okay to have strong or stormy feelings?
Maybe. I don't know.
Is it okay to have strong weather, like a super stormy day?
Yes.
And if feelings for us are just like the weather for the world, is it okay to have strong feelings?
Yes.
Exactly. We all have strong feelings. Feelings are simply how we respond to things that happen to us. Does anyone actually know where we have feelings?
Here?
Here. Here?
Here.
Here.
Here!
Well, you're all a little correct. That's why feelings are so hard to figure out. They sort of happen in your head, but kind of everywhere else too.
So, if feelings are everywhere, let's see what feelings look like.
If feelings are everywhere, what do they look like?
Yeah, what do they look like? I'm confused.
Well, Vivian, you look confused. Your face is what feeling confused looks like. Oh, now you look happy to me. Oh, now you look mad. You guys have lots of feelings, and you're showing them on your faces. Other people can understand what you're feeling just by looking at your face.
You mean like this?
He's sad. He's happy.
Or this?
He's bored.
You guys are reading faces, just like reading your ABCs.
Okay, so we just saw that feeling, and our not feeling, we just saw that movie, and our feelings are just how our body responds to what's happening. That's all our feelings are. They're neither good nor bad, they just are. They are what they are. So I want to talk about our brains, and this poster might look familiar. Maybe your teacher has had it up in the background, or maybe you even talked about it in a morning meeting. But there's 3 parts of the brain that I want to focus on, okay? And these are 3 important parts to how we deal with problems and our feelings. The first is the PFC, the prefrontal cortex, PFC. And you might remember from last year, the PFC helps us solve problems, pay attention, and make good choices. It's the learning part of our brain, okay? Next part is called the amygdala. And this is like the security guard. That's the best way to remember what it's like. It's always watching for danger, okay? And when it sees danger, it's going to unplug your prefrontal cortex and tell you to either fight, protect yourself, take flight, get out of there, freeze, be like a statue, faint, which basically means you would like fall asleep, which could be bad, because if you fall asleep standing, you're going to fall and hit something that's in front of you possibly. And flinch. Those 5 responses. And flinch is more like, I think, an example of, let's say someone were to slam this door behind me. I would flinch. I would look towards the danger. And that's what flinching is. Flinching is a survival response. You look to see, what was that sound? What just happened, to protect yourself. The last part of the brain is the hippocampus. And no, it's not an animal that lives in the jungle. The hippocampus is our library. It saves everything. good memories and bad, habits that we form. It's the library. It's where we store, like, for instance, Kelso's choices, so that our prefrontal cortex can access them. It's like a file cabinet in that way. It can access them and say, how should I solve this problem? As long as your amygdala hasn't unplugged it. If your amygdala's unplugged it, it means that you have to calm your amygdala down, which usually involves breathing, okay, deep breathing. And you calm your amygdala and your body down in order for your prefrontal cortex to plug back in. And then it can access your memories and all your good habits to be able to solve those problems. So, again, the amygdala. So you might see this girl, she's smelling the flowers, and that looks pretty safe, unless there's a bee in there, right? Then that would be dangerous, okay? But him eating ice cream, is that dangerous? No, I don't think so. Yeah, you could get a brain freeze, I suppose, if you ate it too fast. But usually ice cream is pretty safe. So your amygdala, it takes what senses or sensory input comes in. So what it senses in the environment that you're in, it takes in and determines, is this dangerous or not? If it senses danger, it's a lot like one of these. Yeah, it's a lot like a fire alarm. It's sending a signal saying, danger, danger, danger. We need to get out of here, or you need to fight, or you need to flinch. One of those responses, and it's trying to say, hey, there's a problem. Just a reminder about Kelso. I know we've studied Kelso already, but remember, Kelso helps us with two kinds of problems, small and big. And there's only two kinds of problems, small or big. His wheel helps us solve small problems. And small problems cause feelings, and they're annoying, okay? But big problems are scary, and they're dangerous. And if we have a big problem, we have to find an adult we trust and get help from that adult. Even adults who face big problems have to find other adults that they trust to get help to solve that problem. Big problems are big, they're scary, and they're dangerous, and everybody needs help with them. But small problems are just annoying and cause us to be bugged or annoyed or just lots of feelings. And so we have to deal with them trying to use Kelso's choices. All right, Dragonflies, I want you to watch this video clip about a lunchtime. And I want you to watch what happens and how each child responds. And then we'll come back and talk about it.
Go play football or go back. Whoa. Oh no! Are you all right?
People can have different feelings about the same situation. Can you see any clues to tell you what the different people in this group are feeling?
Go play football or go back. Whoa! Are you all right? Look, Kyle's running away. Can't believe he would do that. Do you want me to get a teacher? No.
Jenny, I'm really sorry. It was an accident. Here's some paper towels. I didn't mean to do it. I was just goofing around.
And why did you laugh?
I'm sorry. It just surprised me. I didn't mean to laugh at you.
It surprised me, too. I've never seen chocolate milk explode like that.
People's feelings about a particular situation can change. Whose feelings changed in this situation?
Okay, so this was a real problem, right? What was Jenny and Meg doing before the problem happened? If you said they were enjoying their lunch and talking, you're absolutely right, okay? And then Kyle and Brian came into the scene. And what did Kyle do? Yeah, he backed up and he was just going to take his tray to the cafeteria to turn it in and put his trash away. But was he paying attention to where he was going? No. And he accidentally bumped into Jenny, which caused her to spill her milk down her shirt. And it looked like a lot of milk, right? Yeah. And the thing about milk, is it like water? If it spills, will it just be dry and okay? No. Milk spoils. And so it has this odor and it stinks bad. So this is kind of feels like a big problem, doesn't it? Yeah. Milk got spilled all over her. The boys are laughing. Meg, on the other hand, is trying to help her friend, right? She's asking if she wants her to go get someone and ask for help. But then what happened? Kyle turned around and he looked at Jenny's face. This is the number one way that we can tell how someone else is feeling. We look at their face, and if they're not laughing when we're laughing, it's probably not funny, okay? And he realized that Jenny looks hurt and sad. He immediately knew what he needed to do. He stopped laughing, and he ran over and he got some paper towels. Now Meg thought, look, he's running away. We need to get him in trouble. But actually Kyle came back and he did a Kelso choice. He apologized. He said he was sorry and he gave her paper towels so that she could dry herself off. Okay? And in the end, all of their feelings went from one feeling to another, right? Jenny was able to laugh about it at the end and saying she didn't know milk could explode like that. So our feelings, again, like the weather, can change instantly, okay? What helped the situation was that Kyle realized that Jenny was not laughing. She did not think it was funny, and he recognized what he needed to do to help her. All right, I just want to remind you, dragonflies, that when your security guard, your amygdala, unplugs your PFC, your prefrontal cortex, and says, danger, 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 you need to be able to breathe and calm yourself down to know what really to do in that situation. The only way to calm your amygdala down and your body is to breathe. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You want to breathe in and fill your lungs and hold it for at least 3 seconds, but longer if you can, and then slowly let it out through your mouth. And I have this picture of this dandelion here. And what you can do is picture as you blow it out, you know, if you blow on these, the seeds fly away. And picture in your mind that those are your angry, upset, sad, scared feelings floating away so that you can calm down. Once you calm down, your prefrontal cortex will engage and you'll be able to think, how do I solve this problem? Is this a small problem or a big problem? All right, dragonflies. After watching this video, I want you to do the Flipgrid activity, okay? And I will see you next time.